Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Happy Friday. Today I am here to talk about my most recent finish. If you're new to my channel, pretty much every Friday, not always, sometimes I have to fill in with a different type of video, but most Fridays on my channel are what I like to call post-review Friday, which is when I talk to you guys about a kit that I recently finished. I tell you what I liked, what I didn't like, what I think could maybe have been improved. It's just my opinion. Just because I didn't love a kit doesn't mean you didn't love a kit. Sometimes post reviews can be a little bit more controversial than you would think, because if you talk somewhat poorly about a kit or a company or just a bad experience, some people will get upset about that. So I'm not here to make anybody upset. I'm just here to talk about my experience with completing this particular diamond painting. Today we're going to be talking about Christmas shells. Here is the image. I will be popping up some full-length images in a little bit and then kind of throughout the rest of the video. It's just a little bit big for the space that I use to film post reviews. So I'll let you guys know when to look up for a full-length photo. But here is the Diamond Art Club image. This is again Christmas shells by the artist Larry Jones. This is a 65 centimeter by 86 centimeter square diamond painting. I started this on July 15th. I finished it on July 30th, so it took me about 15 days, which is pretty good. This is a square, which if you are somebody who frequents my channel, you will know that square diamond paintings just have not been my favorite lately, but we pushed through. In terms of the overall finish, which I will go ahead and pop up a full-length image for you guys here, this is a really pretty kit. Unfortunately, I did not enjoy working on it. I do like the image. I remember when this kit came out and I was like, oh my God, I need that. It's so beautiful. And it is. It's gorgeous artwork and I really do like it. Unfortunately, this one just didn't do it for me while I was working on it. Now, generally, I am a seasonal diamond painter. I like to work on summer beachy kits in the summer. I like to work on spooky Halloween kits in the fall. I like to work on winter Christmas kits in December, January, February. I don't know if it was, hey, this is a Christmas kit that was that was getting to me, but also it's not. Obviously it's like a Christmas tree made out of shells, but it's still the beach. It's the sand, it's seashells, it's the water, it's the seaweed, it's all of the beachy things. So I don't so much think it was that, as I just didn't enjoy working on this kit for a couple of reasons. Number one, like I just mentioned, square drills just haven't been doing it for me. Probably the last 8 to 12 months. I used to not have a problem. I would do a round, I would do a square. I didn't care about drill shape. If a kit came out that I loved, I was working on it no matter what. I don't know. I don't know why. Some kits I'm fine with working on in square because you kind of get that, like, you need the square drills for the detail. I understand that. This kit to me could have been around and I probably would have enjoyed it so much more, which is just a personal preference. But I did also have issues with the kit itself. The square drills were fine. I'll show you guys my trash when we talk about the drills in a little bit. The square drills were fine. I don't love the newer Diamond Art Club squares. I preferred the old ones, which I know is weird. Some people are like, what? Because the new ones are, I guess, cut better. They're better quality. I just liked the way the old square drills looked. Again, personal preference. So the drills themselves were fine. I definitely had some really good quality, like straight cut square drills. Didn't have any gapping, really didn't have any popping, no crowding, nothing like that. The drills themselves were fine. I ran out of a couple colors, which we'll talk about in a second when I get to the drills. The poured glue was not good on this one. It was very slippery, which when you're working with squares, I think makes it even more difficult. The thing about round drills is they're just forgiving overall. Like if you don't lay them straight, it doesn't really matter. If the canvas is giving you a little bit of a hard time, it's just easier as a whole to lay down the round drills. When you have issues, in my opinion, in my experience, when you have issues with the adhesive of a square drill kit, it just like, it makes the process of laying down the drills difficult from start to finish. I would be trying to, say I was placing one drill in the middle of, you know, a box where I had 6 or 8 drills already. If I would hit it just a little bit on another drill, so like the one above it, if I was trying to push it in, it would run all those other drills above it out of line. And I don't mean just like, oh, it would scooch it up. I mean, it would slide the drills all the way up and out of place. So then you're like one by one trying to bring the correct color back to its spot. And that was frustrating. It gets frustrating when the poured glue isn't the best. Now, did I do anything to combat that? No. If you are working on a section where the glue is really slippery, it feels like it's not maybe cured all the way, you can leave that piece of plastic cover off and let the glue kind of harden a little bit. I actually learned this from Lindsay over at Life with Lindsay. I had complained about a kit and she was like, you need to try this. And it works. I wouldn't necessarily suggest leaving the kit uncovered for like days at a time, maybe like an hour or two, just because you don't want to necessarily like fully dry out the glue. I don't think that that's really possible, but better safe than sorry. I still need to pick up some of that diamondartclub adhesive squirt bottle stuff that they have on their website. But I did not do that with this one, and I should have, because I think I possibly would have enjoyed it a little bit more. But I just didn't love the drill field. The symbols were fine. I generally have really good luck with diamondartclub's drill field in terms of symbol clarity, the colors not being too similar, like easy to decipher. So that was fine. The issue for me was the poured glue. And that has kind of been a thing that I've experienced probably over the last year, maybe even longer. I tend to bring it up in my post reviews just to kind of keep you guys posted with my experience. The last other few diamondart that I've worked on have been okay. I feel like I talked about it in one post review recently, where it was like in random spots, but it wasn't the whole kit. This one was the majority of the kit was just too slippery. Obviously I finished it, so it didn't deter me from working on it, but just something that I wanted to make note of. The next thing I want to talk about is the ABs. Now this diamond painting has, let me double check here. Oh, it doesn't say on that. Let's see. We have 1, 2, 3 ABs and 2 fairy dust drills. Now, for the ABs, we had a red, an orange, and a white. The red and orange were fine. Honestly, they're kind of hard to pick up on the diamond painting as it is. There is some in the starfish up here. There's also some in this shell. I think there's some orange right here. Couple of red in this little shell. Like, I liked how they used it to highlight the shells. What I did not like is the white AB in the water. I really don't like it. Now, I have said before that diamondart newer ABs are not my favorite because they've really amped up the AB coating, which on some colors is cool. Like, it looks really nice. On the white, I don't like it. Again, this is personal preference. It leans so pink that it just defeats the purpose of the white AB. This looks like a pink AB to me. It looks like an 819 pink, light pink AB. When it's really white, it's 5200 with a pink coating. I do not think that it fits in the water, so you can see it all along the side here. There's also some highlighting some of these seashells, like up here. I think there's a few here. I don't mind where it's sprinkled in with the shells. I feel like it kind of gives that these are wet look, but I just think it's too much in the foam of the water. So let me show you guys the picture again. I hope I'm explaining what I'm trying to put across. So if you're looking at the water here, you can see where it reaches the shore and it kind of foams up. It doesn't translate well with this white AB. It's just too pink in my opinion. I think it would have been beautiful with some of Diamond Art Club's newer fairy dust drills because they've also amped up the sparkle on those and they're beautiful. So I think had this been a fairy dust, I wouldn't even be talking about this. I would probably be telling you how much I loved the way it was rendered. If I were to do this kit again, or if you were to do this kit, I would maybe suggest either swapping out Diamond Art Club's white ABs for a different brand, or potentially swapping out the ABs as a whole and using a fairy dust drill. I really think the fairy dust drills are becoming my favorite special drill. They are all throughout the seaweed garland here. If you see this lightest shade of green, it's this really beautiful, what's the number? Z907. It's this really beautiful lime kind of green. It's gorgeous. I love the sparkle. I know some people don't like the fairy dust drills. They think that they're too, like they're not bold enough. But recently Diamond Art Club has, like I mentioned, like really amped up the sparkle on them. And I think that they're even more pretty than they were when they first came out with them. So those are my thoughts on the kit. Now, do I dislike this diamond painting? No, I don't. I know it probably sounds like I'm ragging on it. I do like the finish as a whole. There are just things about it that I don't like. And I also didn't have the best actual diamond painting experience with it. So that kind of prohibits it from being a favorite, in my opinion. So I like it. I don't love it. It's fine. It kind of is what it is. Like it's one I can check off my list. I finished it. It's not in my stash anymore. And for that, I am happy. Now, the other thing I wanted to talk about is that I did run out of 2 colors for this one. I ran out of 151. I actually ran out of it in just my second section of this diamond painting. And it is this pink here. This is from my stash. I think this was a little bit off from the shade that Diamond Art Club had, but it was close enough. I think my second section must have been this seashell, must have been a part of it. And I ran out of it like right at the start of this section. I think there's some in here, and then I got some of this done, and then I had to go hunting in my spare drills. I don't know. It wasn't used a ton, but I'm pretty sure there's some in this seashell here. There might be some highlighting some of these other seashells. So it wasn't the end of the world, but I was like, wow, I ran out of that really quickly. So I was happy that I had some in my stash. And then I also ran out of 433, which is kind of like a medium brown. There are 2 different shades in here. I don't sort out my special drill or my spare drills by shade. If it says it's 433, it's 433 and it goes in the bag. So I ran out of this pretty early on as well. There was a lot more of this throughout the kit, so I definitely made a dent in my spare drill stash. So I might have to replenish that at some point. Running out of drills isn't the end of the world, especially if you do save your drills, if you keep, you know, a collection of leftover drills. I don't anymore. Like, I obviously have my spare drill stash, but in the last probably year, I have not been maintaining it, which is something that I really need to get better at in 2025. At this point, like this year, it's over. It's something that I'll have to focus on next year. But if you don't keep a spare drill stash, it can be really frustrating. Diamond Art Club is great with replacing drills. I have had to reach out to them in the past. They sent it right out. The only thing that they do, which I totally understand, is they make you wait until you finish your diamond painting to make sure you don't run out of anything else. So instead of shipping you 3 packages and paying that postage 3 times, they ask you to wait, make sure you don't run out of anything else, and then they ship it once you've completed it. That would drive me crazy. Like, especially with that pink color, because I ran out of it so early in the kit. If I had to wait until I finished the whole diamond painting, I probably would have been like, oh my gosh. That's just me, right? That's just me being annoying. But just keep that in mind. If you do have to reach out to Diamond Art Club, they're great. They will send you your replacements, but you will have to wait until you finish the kit, unless there's some big issue. In the past, I have had a kit that came to me with a drill bag completely busted open, and they just sent me that replacement color. But just keep that in mind if you need to reach out to them. Their customer service, in my experience, has been very helpful. What else did I want to talk about? My trash drills. I did have some trash. There was tons of static in this kit, you guys. Oh my gosh. If you watched the kitting up, there was so much static and it didn't go away. Normally it kind of goes away if you're putting a dryer sheet in, or kind of even just as you're working on it, it just settles. It just didn't with this one, which was kind of frustrating. So here is our trash. I had a bunch of this light color. I don't know offhand what shade that is, but I had a bunch of it that had black marks. So like, here's one here. There's also one here. There's one here. There's one here. There's one here. Like, a bunch of them just had these weird, it kind of looked like a permanent mark. So I don't know what was going on there. And then pretty much the rest of it is drills that had holes on the top, which is a pretty common theme with Diamond Art Club's drills. It's not the end of the world as long as you have enough drills, which, like I said, I ran out of 2 colors. I'm going to go ahead and pop up another full-length image for you guys here. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you guys think. In my last whip-in chat, I had mentioned to you guys that I wasn't crazy about the way the ABs were looking, the white ones. And some of you commented saying, same, like their ABs are too pink. So this kit is kind of old. I think it came out last Christmas, or was it last Christmas in July? Or was it they're just like one of their Christmas releases in November, maybe? I can't remember. Maybe they've changed. I haven't worked on a brand new release from Diamond Art Club in quite a while, so I can't necessarily speak to what's going on currently, but those are my thoughts on this kit, which I did purchase on release weekend at some point in 2023. Let's talk about my accessories for this particular diamond painting. I need to put these drills back because I want to show you my tray from the side. So let's get these in here. All right. This is one of the first trays I ever bought. This is from JH and Vision Labs, and they were one of the first, if not the first, that offered the personalized tray, and I got it with my name on it, Laura. So there's that. My pen is from O'Brien Custom Turning. I liked the colors. I felt like the colors kind of matched, and it was a pretty good match for my tray. This is the beaver tail shape, which is my favorite from them. Next up, we have my putty is the Christmas in July scent from Putty Ella Mud. I bought this last year. I don't know if she came out with a Christmas in July scent for this year. This smells so good. Oh, I remember as I was working on this kit, I would just kind of be like flipping my pen around and I would just get a whiff of the putty and I was like, that smells so good. So I really like working with that. That is one of my favorite putties. I have talked about it a couple of times on my channel. And then I have, oh gosh, my little starfish cover minder. Did I look up to see where this is from? No, I didn't. Am I going to do it right now? Live with you guys? Yes, I am. Let's go to spreadsheets. I need to go to 2023. Oh, no, wait. It's not a sheet. It's a doc. 2023 purchases. Nope, those are my completed diamond paintings. 2023. Nope, bucket list. 2023. This one. I know I purchased it in the summer at some point. Let's see, May. Amazing Craft Shop. That's what it is. Unfortunately, they have closed. They were doing resin diamond painting accessories, and this was part of their summer collection last year. I have a couple other of their cover minders, and then I have a couple other little accessories. I love this one. It was a perfect match for the colors and the theme and all that stuff. So those are my accessories. One thing I did want to mention in case you work on this diamond painting, I am 95% sure I messed up on 2 colors in this shell. I feel like this shell is supposed to be similar to this one where it's darker and then the light colors are highlighting it. Pretty sure I messed up 2 symbols there. And yeah, so that happened. I will go ahead and pop up one more full-length image for you guys here. Let me know what you think about this finish. I feel like this post review was a little bit like negative, but I just don't have that feel of like, I loved this diamond painting, which happens. You're not going to absolutely love every single kit that you work on. The image, beautiful. Really, really love the artwork. Just not the biggest fan of some of the rendering choices, I guess. So that is it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will hopefully be back with a video for you guys on Monday. You're tired of hearing it. I know you are. I'm currently on vacation. You're seeing this on Friday. I leave tomorrow to come home. So I'm hoping I can get a video up for you guys on Monday. Kitten chat, whip and chat, depending on where I'm at, and we can talk about my vacation. So I hope everybody has a great weekend, and I really hope to see you guys on Monday. This was a long one. I talked for quite a while in this post review. So hope you guys didn't mind. Again, have a great weekend, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.